Crop gifting is the ability to transfer your inventory or your crop inventory, either pre-harvest or right after harvest, to a nonprofit, as opposed to you taking that in and collecting the revenue. You transfer that crop and the ownership of that crop over to the nonprofit or the donee of your choice. The benefits for crop gifting for a farmer is the ability to transfer an asset other than cash that can be converted to cash for the nonprofit. That benefit then for the farmer is to transfer that product where he doesn't receive the revenue for that product. It lowers his adjusted gross income for a tax situation, which provides other benefits that are limited by your adjusted gross income. And it allows the nonprofit to convert that crop into cash. It works just as well as giving cash. So how crop gifting works is a farmer would identify either loads of harvested crop or a field that they might want to identify to say, hey, the yields from this area or this crop, this field is going to go to a nonprofit, and they would identify that crop, that yield. They would communicate to say, I'd like to give and donate X number of loads of product. We would then work with your handler, whoever's selling either your raisins or your nuts. The name of ownership of that crop would transfer to the nonprofit or to 10 Talents. 10 Talents would then be the one on ownership of that title for the crop. Then that crop would be sold. The charges, everything that would come out of that proceeds would be taken, and then the net proceeds sent to the foundation. What you can do with crop gifting, you can give the crop directly to a nonprofit and they can convert it into proceeds and utilize those proceeds. But the other option is to donate your crop into a donor-advised fund. The proceeds would be deposited into your donor-advised fund, and then you would have the option from there to make periodic gifts out of that or a one-time gift out of the donor-advised fund. But the donor-advised fund is a good place to house your gifting when you have not yet determined where you want the proceeds to go. One of the things that I've seen with clients and other believers that have said, hey, we want to give back to our community, is they have earmarked certain fields of production and said, God, this is your field, and have utilized the crops from that field to give to charities, regardless of what the yield was. They've donated in their mind and said, this yield will be given. What we've seen is how God has blessed the yields on those fields to multiply that gift.